Let's have it. Let's have it.
Years back, I remember I was to visit one of my cousins in Lekki. I'm at his office, right? I've never been there before. I was given an address, and when I walked into the building, it was a very tall building. I walked in, and it was on the fifth floor. Obviously, I wasn't going to use a staircase, right? I was already panting because I've never been able to use an elevator myself alone.
Bombastic side eye.
Wherever I've gone to before now, before that moment, I was always with someone who presses the elevator button. So I've never done it myself before. So, but on that fateful day, I was alone and I was going to the fifth floor.
Kasongo, yeah.
I was directed to the elevator. I was already scared in my head because, oh my God, how do I do this? I don't know how to do it. And I was so embarrassed to ask anybody. So yes, the entrance button was very clear there, so it's not something to worry. So when I pressed the button and opened, I went in and met other people, right? And I looked at the buttons. I didn't know which one to press to take me to the fifth floor. So I stood there looking at the buttons, embarrassed. And every other person in there was also looking at me. God, I felt like the ground should open and swallow me. But it didn't. I was just staring at the buttons until one kind man there asked me where I was going. I told him, and he now pressed the button for me. He showed me, and that was how I got to my destination. And honestly, that experience has never left me. I've not even been able to share with anybody. Except my cousin, of course, that I went to visit. But one thing I learned from it, that it's not even about how much you know things. If you're not exposed to that thing, or if nobody taught you, eh, you will never know it. You need to actually allow someone to teach you. You understand? Anyway, this video is not about elevator. I've seen a lot of people get embarrassed about their phones, the basic things that they think they are supposed to know, like how to increase their phone's brightness, how to on their hotspot, how to use hotspot, how to use Wi-Fi, how to raise their volume, especially for our seniors. I mean, our elders, right? Many of them do not know this, and honestly, I have not seen um, videos like you see all these advanced tutorials about how to do things. I've not seen tutorials that teach people basically in simple terms, especially for the seniors, how they can navigate their phone. So most of the time their phone is very much underutilized, right? The capacity that their phones have they don't know, right? Because they struggle to even increase the volume, struggle to use hotspot, struggle to find applications in their phone. You see someone that wants to get to Play Store, for example, the way the person will keep on scrolling through the applications instead of probably just typing the name and Play Store on the search bar. You see, it took or it takes a while, right? So, and one of the experiences I had recently, actually, traveling from Lagos to Jos on this last vacation, I was sitting with a very beautiful lady, probably in her 50s, but looking at her, you see that she's clean, she's tush, you know. So she was my seatmate and I was with my kids, right? So she was all playing with them and all of that. But at some point she got a call. It was sounded more like urgent from a family member. I don't know if it's a child, if it's a child or her, brother or sister. But someone actually called that needed her to send some money. I could see the struggle from when she realized she was out of data to access her bank application to copying and pasting the account number. She asked if I had a pen